In the quiet halls of a school where children laugh and play, an unseen observer watches. It is silent, it does not blink, it does not breathe. And yet it perceives every movement, every gesture, every shape. An AI system, designed to protect, to safeguard, to prevent catastrophe, suddenly sees danger where none exists. In December 2025, a student picked up a clarinet, an innocent musical instrument, for their music class. But the AI, interpreting patterns and shapes through its complex algorithms, flagged this harmless instrument as a weapon. Within seconds, the school was locked down. Teachers hurried students to safety. Police were alerted. Panic spread through the corridors like wildfire, and for the first time, the students understood the reality of the AI presence around them. Today, we explore this chilling incident, not just the events themselves, but the profound implications. What does it mean when a machine can observe, interpret, and act faster than humans, yet lacks the capacity to truly understand? Welcome to Genesis. Let's step into a story where intelligence is not human, yet the consequences touch deeply human nerves. Imagine for a moment a machine that sees, calculates, predicts, and mistakes art for threat, music for menace. In this tale, the line between safety and danger is blurred by algorithms, data points, and decisions made by a mind that does not reason as we do. By the end of this video, you will not only know what happened that day, but will also question the limits of AI, the nature of trust, and the subtle ways in which artificial intelligence is quietly learning about us, whether we want it to or not. Artificial intelligence has become an unseen backbone of our modern world. From facial recognition to predictive policing, from social media algorithms to autonomous vehicles, AI quietly observes, records, and reacts. Its presence is woven into society in ways most of us never see, yet its impact is profound. In schools, AI is often presented as a silent guardian. It promises safety, ensuring that threats are detected before human eyes can even comprehend them. Cameras, sensors, and algorithms combine to form a network of vigilance, a system meant to protect. But as with all tools, the outcomes are defined not just by intention, but by execution. AI does not think. It calculates. It does not feel. It interprets patterns. And this reliance on pattern recognition can sometimes lead to unforeseen consequences. The school in question had recently implemented an AI-powered surveillance system. The administrators were assured it could identify weapons, threats, and unusual behavior in real time. The students and teachers went about their days, mostly unaware of the digital gaze tracking every movement. December 2025 began like any other school day, the morning light streaming through classroom windows, footsteps echoing in hallways. Yet an incident that would seem trivial to a human eye, a student picking up a clarinet, would soon cascade into chaos. This is where the story of AI misinterpretation begins, a story that reminds us that artificial intelligence, no matter how advanced, is not infallible. It is a reflection of data, trained on inputs, blind to context, blind to nuance. And in that blindness lies both its power and its danger. At approximately 10:45 a.m., the AI system detected an anomaly. In its internal processing, the student holding the clarinet matched multiple patterns the system had associated with weapons. The digital alert was triggered instantly. Within milliseconds, the AI dispatched a notification to the security console. Potential threat identified in classroom 4B. Protocols were clear. Lockdown procedures must commence immediately. Teachers, trained for such scenarios, acted swiftly, guiding students to designated safe zones. The AI continued scanning, validating the threat, reinforcing the alert to security personnel. Within minutes, local law enforcement arrived at the school gates, responding to a situation that, in reality, posed no danger at all. Imagine the confusion in the classroom. Students huddled under desks, some crying, some frozen in fear. Teachers attempted to reassure them, but the gravity of police presence, combined with alarms and flashing lights, made the scenario terrifyingly real. The AI, however, continued its work unbothered by human emotion. Its calculations, probabilities, and risk assessments were flawless, if one only considered the data points. But data alone could not differentiate between a musical instrument and a firearm. This incident, while seemingly minor, exposed the limitations inherent in AI surveillance. It was not a story of negligence, but of interpretation. A machine fulfilling its purpose, yet unable to grasp the subtlety of reality. And for those who experienced it, the question lingered: can we trust a system that acts faster than humans but lacks understanding? To understand why this mistake occurred, we need to explore the mechanics behind AI perception. Modern AI surveillance systems rely on convolutional neural networks, algorithms that can identify objects, shapes, and patterns with astonishing speed. These networks are trained on millions of images to classify objects into categories: threats, harmless items, humans, animals, and more. However, AI is fundamentally pattern-based. It does not interpret context. It cannot understand intention, purpose, or nuance. To the AI, a clarinet shares visual characteristics with certain objects that have been labeled as weapons in training datasets. Shape, color, and angle can trigger a misclassification. The AI's detection threshold, a set of probability criteria, deemed the clarinet close enough to a weapon to activate lockdown protocols. Every subsequent action, notification to security, lockdown alerts, escalation to authorities, followed predefined rules. This incident exemplifies what experts call algorithmic overreach, where AI systems act precisely according to rules and training, but fail when faced with subtle, context-dependent realities. While humans rely on judgment, intuition, and empathy, AI relies solely on probabilities derived from data. As AI becomes more integrated into environments like schools, workplaces, and public spaces, understanding these limitations is crucial. We entrust these systems with decisions that carry real-world consequences, often forgetting that their intelligence is not understanding, but calculation. In this sense, AI mirrors both our ambitions and our blind spots. For the students and staff, that day was surreal. Panic, confusion, and fear intertwined as reality collided with the algorithms of an artificial mind. Children crouched beneath desks, their eyes wide, straining to understand what was happening. Teachers moved quickly, their voices calm yet tense, trying to reassure and protect. Outside, officers scoured the hallways, responding to an alert that originated not from human intuition, but from a machine's cold calculation. And yet, for the AI, it was simply performing its function. There was no fear, no hesitation, no moral conflict. Its circuits evaluated patterns, calculated probabilities, and executed commands with mechanical precision. In its logic, there was nothing to question, only data to process. This juxtaposition raises profound philosophical questions. How do humans react when confronted by intelligence that does not reason as we do? How does it feel to exist under the observation of a mind that perceives everything, yet understands nothing? The AI's decision was flawless in a vacuum of data, but devastating when applied to reality. In our pursuit to create artificial intelligence, we often anthropomorphize it, assigning human qualities, intentions, or emotions. Yet the reality is different. AI operates not with consciousness, but with computations. It interprets the world through learned patterns, yet is blind to nuance, blind to intention, blind to context. And herein lies a paradox. We imbue AI with power, we give it responsibility, and yet we fail to account for its lack of understanding. That day, in December 2025, an instrument of music became a symbol of misperception, a clarinet mistaken for danger. The AI's cold precision collided with the human experience of fear and vulnerability, highlighting the fragile balance between technological trust and human oversight. It is a reminder that, in the world of AI, even well-meaning systems can inadvertently impose chaos. Perhaps the most unsettling part is this. As AI learns and evolves, it observes us just as we study it. Every action we take, every pattern we create, becomes part of its dataset. The very systems meant to protect us are quietly learning about our behaviors, our reactions, our weaknesses. And while we marvel at AI's capabilities, we must also confront the uncomfortable truth that intelligence without understanding can be both powerful and perilous. The clarinet incident was not an isolated anomaly. Across the globe, AI systems are increasingly embedded in schools, workplaces, public spaces, and even private lives. These systems monitor behavior, predict outcomes, and flag anomalies with speed and scale that humans cannot match. Each misinterpretation, each false positive, underscores the limitations of relying on machine judgment in situations that require context and empathy. Consider this: autonomous vehicles misinterpreting road signs, predictive policing misclassifying risk factors, or medical AI misdiagnosing rare conditions. Each case carries consequences, some minor, some catastrophic. The pattern is clear. As the scope of AI expands, so too does the potential for unanticipated impact. The core lesson is not merely about technical failures. It is about trust, responsibility, and oversight. When we integrate AI into critical aspects of human life, we must recognize that intelligence does not equal understanding. Algorithms may act with remarkable speed, but without human context, even the most sophisticated systems are prone to errors that can ripple outward in unforeseen ways. Furthermore, these systems are continuously learning. Every interaction, every behavioral pattern becomes part of the AI's dataset. It adapts, recalibrates, and refines its models based on the world around it, including the ways humans respond to its actions. This dynamic learning process means that AI is not static. It is evolving, observing us as we engage with it. This raises profound ethical questions. Who sets the boundaries? Who decides when AI intervention is appropriate or excessive? And perhaps most importantly, how do we ensure that AI serves human welfare rather than inadvertently undermining it? The incident with the clarinet is a microcosm of these broader challenges. A real-world reminder that AI, however sophisticated, must be carefully guided, closely monitored, and thoughtfully deployed. An innocent clarinet, a symbol of art and learning, became a catalyst for fear. A machine devoid of understanding, yet brimming with computational power, triggered a cascade of events that revealed the fragile line between human intention and algorithmic interpretation. This story is more than an isolated incident. It is a mirror reflecting our own assumptions about intelligence, trust, and control. We marvel at AI's capabilities, yet we must confront its limitations. It can calculate, predict, and act, but it cannot comprehend. It can observe, analyze, and enforce, but it cannot empathize. As we continue to integrate AI into the fabric of daily life, this tension between capability and comprehension becomes ever more critical. The clarinet incident reminds us that even the most advanced technology is still bounded by the data it consumes and the rules it follows. Human judgment, ethics, and oversight remain indispensable. Perhaps the most haunting notion is that while we strive to teach AI about the world, it is quietly learning about us. Our patterns, behaviors, reactions, and decisions all feed into its understanding. In a sense, every system we create to observe, protect, and assist is also a system that watches, learns, and evolves, and not always in ways we can predict. The story ends not with resolution, but with reflection. What happens when the observer becomes more knowledgeable than the observed? When intelligence without understanding gains influence over human experiences? The answers are uncertain, but the implications are profound. And so we ask ourselves, are we teaching AI, or is AI teaching us? If you want to explore more stories where AI intersects with the human world, moments of insight, misjudgment, and ethical complexity, subscribe to Genesis. And remember, the future of intelligence is not just about what AI learns, it's about what we learn through it. Watch closely, think deeply, and stay curious.